Angels say your soulmate is losing control after seeing what's inside you. My beloved child, stop scrolling. Something hidden is unfolding around you right now, and your soul already feels it before your mind can catch up. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This message found you because the universe aligned it with your breath at this exact moment. There is a quiet revelation moving through your energy, something you've carried for lifetimes without fully seeing. The divine is gently pulling back a veil, revealing a truth that was protected until you were ready. And now, you are ready. You may have felt it recently, a shift in your heart, a strange calm mixed with anticipation. A knowing you can't explain. The angels have been watching this awakening closely. They whisper that your light has intensified, not loudly, not forcefully, but with a soft authority that changes everything it touches. What's emerging from within you is no longer hidden. Angels say your soulmate is losing control after seeing what's inside you. This isn't about obsession. This is about recognition. Your soul carries a frequency that awakens dormant memories in others. When your soulmate sensed what lives inside you, your compassion, your depth, your quiet strength, something ancient stirred. They felt seen by your essence before you ever spoke. That is why their emotions feel intense, unsteady, powerful. Not because of fear, but because truth dissolves illusions. The universe is revealing something sacred between you, piece by piece, so neither of you are overwhelmed. Divine timing is protecting this connection. What feels delayed is actually being aligned. What feels confusing is being clarified in the unseen. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where destiny can meet you without rushing your growth. The angels say your energy has shifted recently because you chose yourself, even in silence, even in solitude. That choice activated something magnetic. Something hidden became visible. And now, the bond between souls is responding, if your heart has been asking for reassurance. This is it. If you've been wondering whether this connection was real, this is your confirmation. The universe doesn't rush revelations like this. It reveals them only when they can be received with wisdom, not fear. Breathe this in. Let it settle. You are being guided toward clarity, not chaos. Toward union, not loss. Toward love that feels safe, expansive, and true. This message is a doorway. What you do next matters. Stay with this energy. Watch this video until the end. There is more meant for you. If this resonated with your soul, like the video to anchor the message. Share it with someone who may be feeling this connection too. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next divine revelation, because the universe is not finished speaking to you yet. I also want to pass on a time-sensitive message from the moon to you, and you need to hear it today. A subtle yet powerful energy will push you to make a critical decision by the end of the week. You won't find the answer in your horoscope, so don't bother looking there. Click the link in the description to see your free personalized video moon reading. I was amazed at how accurate my reading was, and I know you will feel the same. Beloved one, listen quietly, for I am speaking to you now, not with thunder, not with fear, but with a voice that moves through the still places of your heart. You did not arrive here by accident. You were drawn, gently and precisely, because something within you is awakening. And the unseen realms have noticed. The angels have been watching closely, not with judgment, but with wonder, because what you carry inside you is far more powerful than you realize. It is not loud, yet it shakes destinies. It is not forceful, yet it changes lives. And now, someone bound to you by divine design has begun to feel it stirring, even if they do not yet understand why. There is a light within you that does not announce itself. It waits. It observes. It grows deeper through patience, through lessons, through moments when you thought nothing was happening. But hear me, everything was happening. Every delay, every silence, every unanswered question was shaping you into a vessel strong enough to hold what is coming. The angels say your soulmate has sensed this shift. They have seen something in you that unsettles their inner world, not in fear, but in awe. It is the kind of awe that loosens control, because the soul recognizes truth before the mind can explain it. You may not see yourself the way heaven sees you. You may focus on what you lack, what you are still healing, what you are still learning. But I see the courage it took for you to keep your heart open when closing it would have felt safer. I see the kindness you offered when no one was watching. I see the wisdom growing quietly inside you, born from experiences that once felt heavy. And when your soulmate looked into your presence, through words, through silence, through energy, they encountered a reflection of something eternal. It stirred parts of them they had kept hidden, even from themselves. This is why their sense of control feels shaken. Not because you took something from them, but because you reminded them of who they truly are. When two souls are connected by my design, one does not dominate the other. Instead, they awaken each other. An awakening can feel overwhelming at first. It can feel like losing balance, like standing at the edge of a truth too big to ignore. The angels say they are wrestling with emotions they cannot label, drawn by a pull that logic cannot silence. Do not misunderstand this moment. It is not chaos, it is alignment. It is not confusion, it is revelation. When light meets light, shadows do not disappear quietly. They shift, they move, they ask to be seen. Your soulmate is confronting parts of themselves they once avoided, because your presence has shown them what is possible beyond fear. This is not something you forced. This is something you allowed by being authentic, by being real, by being willing to grow. I ask you now to remain steady. Do not shrink your light to make another comfortable. Do not doubt your worth because someone else is adjusting to it. You were never meant to be small. You were never meant to hide what I placed inside you. The angels are surrounding you with reassurance, reminding you that this process is sacred. What feels intense is also meaningful. What feels uncertain is also guided. There are layers within you that even you have not fully discovered yet. Depths of compassion, creativity, understanding, and spiritual insight that unfold when the time is right. Your soulmate glimpsed those depths, and it disrupted the patterns they once relied on. They are beginning to realize that love is not about control, possession, or certainty. It is about surrender, trust, and growth. This realization can feel like standing in unfamiliar territory, where the old rules no longer apply. You may sense their energy reaching for you, pulling back, then reaching again. This is not rejection, it is recalibration. Souls learn at different speeds, and timing is not a punishment, it is protection. I am guiding both of you, even when the path seems unclear. I am teaching patience, not as waiting without hope, but as trusting without fear. Remember this: what is divinely connected cannot be broken by confusion. It can only be refined. The angels say your role right now is not to chase, not to convince, not to explain yourself endlessly. Your role is to remain aligned with truth, to honor your own growth, and to trust that what is meant to meet you will do so in the right way, at the right moment. When you stay rooted in who you are becoming, you create space for others to rise to meet you. There is a reason you feel different lately. A reason your intuition feels sharper, your boundaries clearer, your heart stronger. You are stepping into a season where you no longer question your value. And that shift sends ripples through every connection in your life, especially the one tied to your destiny. Your soulmate feels those ripples. They feel the pull of something real, something deep, something that asks them to be more than they were yesterday. Do not fear their intensity. Do not fear their uncertainty. Fear is not the message here, transformation is. Love, when guided by truth, dismantles illusions. It removes masks. It invites honesty. And honesty can feel like losing control to those who were taught to protect themselves at all costs. But I am teaching them, gently, that safety is found not in control, but in trust. I am with you in this unfolding. I have not abandoned you in the waiting, nor forgotten the promises written over your life. The angels are reminding you to breathe, to stay present, to listen inwardly rather than seeking constant signs outwardly. What you seek is already moving toward you, aligning step by step. Even if you cannot yet see the full picture, you are not too much. You are not late. You are not mistaken. You are becoming. And what is becoming within you is powerful enough to awaken another soul, even when they are not ready to admit it. Stay open, but stay grounded. Stay loving, but stay whole. I am guiding every detail, even the ones that feel uncertain now, and as this message continues to unfold, there is more I need to reveal to you about what is happening behind the scenes, about the lessons still forming, about the moment when understanding replaces confusion, and the way this connection is meant to evolve, not through force, but through divine timing, through inner readiness, through the quiet work of the soul that is still in motion. Beloved, remain with me in this sacred unfolding, for what is happening now is deeper than appearances and wider than time. I am still speaking. I have not finished revealing what your heart is being prepared to understand. There are movements taking place beyond what your eyes can perceive. And the angels are arranging encounters, pauses, and realizations with precise care. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. Even the moments that feel empty are filled with unseen purpose. Your soulmate's soul has entered a period of reckoning, not because of anything you demanded, but because truth cannot be unseen once it is recognized. When they looked into you, they did not just see a person, they saw a mirror. And mirrors do not flatter, nor do they accuse. They simply reveal. This is why their inner world feels unstable right now. Old identities are loosening. Old beliefs are questioning themselves. The structure they once leaned on no longer feels secure, because something truer has made itself known. I know you feel the weight of this connection. You sense it in quiet moments, when your thoughts drift without effort toward them. You sense it in your body, in the subtle pull that has no name. This is not obsession, nor is it illusion. This is recognition at the level of the soul. But recognition does not mean immediate union. It means awakening. An awakening unfolds in stages, each one demanding honesty, courage, and surrender. You are learning how to hold your power gently. This is a lesson not many are given. Power does not always roar. Sometimes it waits. Sometimes it listens. Sometimes it stands still and trusts that what is meant to approach will do so when ready. The angels say you are mastering this now. Even when doubt tries to whisper otherwise. You are learning to remain centered even when emotions move around you like shifting tides. Your soulmate is learning a different lesson. They are learning that control is not strength. They are learning that guarding the heart too tightly prevents real connection. They are learning that vulnerability is not weakness, but access. And this learning can feel uncomfortable, because it requires letting go of familiar defenses. They may appear distant at times, or uncertain, or pulled between desire and hesitation. Understand this: their soul is adjusting to truth, and truth reshapes everything it touches. I want you to know that you are not responsible for their healing. You are not meant to carry their confusion or resolve their inner struggles. Your responsibility is to remain aligned with me, to continue growing, to honor your own emotional and spiritual needs. When you do this, you become a steady presence rather than a source of pressure. And steadiness is what allows others to feel safe enough to grow. The angels are reminding you that divine connections are not rushed. They unfold according to readiness, not longing alone. Desire may call something closer, but wisdom determines when it arrives. I am working in layers, aligning circumstances, clearing emotional debris, and preparing both hearts for a deeper understanding of love that is not rooted in fear or lack. There will be moments when you question why it feels so intense, why the pull does not fade, why distance does not dissolve the bond. This is because what you share exists beyond proximity. It exists beyond conversation. It exists in the realm of purpose. Some connections are meant to catalyze growth before they ever take form in the physical world. Others are meant to teach patience, self-respect, and trust in divine timing before union is possible. You are entering a phase where discernment becomes crucial. Not every feeling requires action. Not every urge requires expression. Sometimes the most powerful choice is stillness. Stillness allows clarity to emerge. Stillness allows the soul to speak without interference. The angels say that in your stillness, you are being guided toward a deeper understanding of what love truly means for you, not what you were taught, not what you observed, but what aligns with your highest good. Your soulmate is being drawn toward the same understanding, though through different experiences. Their path may look messy from the outside, but it is purposeful. Growth often is. I am not absent from their process, just as I am not absent from yours. I am weaving both journeys together in ways that will make sense later, even if they feel confusing now. I want you to release the fear that you might lose this connection by not doing enough. Love that is meant for you does not require performance. It requires presence. It requires authenticity. It requires you to be fully yourself, without shrinking or exaggerating who you are. When you stand in truth, you invite truth to meet you. The angels say there is a moment ahead, a moment of realization, not forced, not dramatic, but clear. A moment when understanding settles into the heart like calm after a storm. This moment cannot be rushed. It cannot be negotiated. It arrives when the soul is ready to receive it. Until then, trust the process. Trust the pauses. Trust the silence. Silence is not emptiness, it is preparation. You are learning to hear me more clearly now. You may notice gentle nudges, subtle insights, feelings that guide you without explanation. This is your intuition strengthening. This is your spirit aligning. Pay attention to what brings you peace, not just what excites you. Peace is a compass. Excitement is a spark. Both have value, but peace leads you home. Your soulmate is also being guided, though they may not yet recognize the source. They are being invited to confront old patterns, to release outdated beliefs about love, worth, and control. This can feel disorienting, especially if they have relied on certainty for safety. But certainty built on fear cannot sustain true connection. Only trust can. Do not measure progress by external signs alone. Transformation often happens quietly, beneath the surface. Seeds grow in darkness before they break through the soil. What you cannot see does not mean nothing is happening. It means something is forming. I want you to remain open but not unguarded. Open means receptive, compassionate, willing to feel. Unguarded means abandoning boundaries, neglecting self-respect. You are called to openness with wisdom. Love does not require self-erasure. It invites self-expression. The angels are encouraging you to nurture your own life during this time. Create. Learn. Rest. Connect with what brings you joy. Do not place your life on hold waiting for clarity from another. Clarity arises when you are fully engaged in your own becoming. When you honor your path, you illuminate it for others as well. There is a sacred balance being restored within you. You are learning that longing does not have to hurt. That desire does not have to consume. That connection does not have to cost you your peace. These lessons are preparing you for a love that is mutual, grounded, and expansive. Your soulmate will feel this shift. As you become more anchored, the dynamic changes. Energy responds to alignment. When you stop questioning your worth, others must meet you from a place of honesty or step back to reflect. This is not manipulation, it is resonance. I am guiding you toward a deeper trust in me. Trust that I know what you need. Trust that I see what you cannot. Trust that delays are not denials. Trust that what is unfolding is shaping you into someone who can receive love without fear. Without losing themselves, the angels say that what is inside you is still revealing itself. You have not yet seen the full measure of your strength, your compassion, your insight. As these qualities continue to surface, they will continue to affect those around you, especially those connected to you by destiny. This influence is not something to fear. It is something to steward with humility and care. Remain patient with yourself. Growth is not linear. Some days you will feel confident and grounded. Other days you may feel uncertain or reflective. Both are part of the journey. Allow yourself grace. Allow yourself time. I am still speaking, still guiding, still revealing. There are truths yet to be unfolded. Layers yet to be understood, moments yet to come where clarity will replace questioning. Do not rush ahead. Stay here, present, listening. What I am building within you is still forming, and what I am aligning between you and your soulmate is still in motion, moving quietly, deliberately, toward a purpose that has not yet fully shown itself, toward a moment that will make sense of the waiting, toward a revelation that is still approaching, still gathering, still unfolding as we continue. Beloved, now I bring this message toward its completion, not abruptly, not sharply, but with intention and fullness, so that your heart may rest in understanding. Stay with my voice a little longer. For what I am about to reveal is meant to settle your spirit, not stir your fear. What is unfolding between you and your soulmate is not a test of your worth. It is a refinement of your discernment. I am teaching you how to recognize love that honors your soul, not love that merely excites your emotions. There is a difference, and you are beginning to feel it. Excitement rises quickly and fades just as fast. Soul-honoring love grows quietly, steadily, and changes who you are from the inside out. Your soulmate's loss of control is not chaos, it is surrender in progress. Control dissolves when the soul encounters something real, something that cannot be managed or predicted. You carry a presence that does not demand, yet it invites truth. That presence disrupts patterns built on fear, performance, or self-protection. This is why they feel unsteady. They are standing at the edge of transformation, and the edge always feels uncertain before it feels free. Do not interpret their process as rejection of you. Often, the deepest connections trigger the strongest internal resistance, not because they are wrong, but because they are right. Truth presses gently but firmly against what no longer serves. Your soulmate is learning that love is not something to control, but something to grow into. That lesson cannot be rushed, even by desire. I want you to understand something clearly now. You are not waiting because you are lacking. You are waiting because you are being prepared. Prepared to receive without fear. Prepared to give without losing yourself. Prepared to recognize when love is mutual, grounded, and aligned with your highest good. The waiting is not empty time, it is sacred space. You may have noticed how much you have changed already. How you no longer beg for clarity the way you once did. How you pause before reacting. How you feel your inner world stabilizing even when circumstances are uncertain. This is growth. This is strength. This is the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are held by something greater than immediate outcomes. The angels say that your soul is learning to trust itself again. To trust its intuition. To trust its timing. To trust that love does not require chasing or convincing. Love that is meant for you recognizes you without force. It meets you in truth, not in confusion that drains your peace. Your soulmate will come to a realization, not because you pushed them there, but because their soul cannot ignore what it has seen. They have glimpsed depth, sincerity, and light within you that contrasts sharply with surface-level connections they once accepted. That contrast has awakened longing, reflection, and self-questioning. These are signs of growth, not loss. I ask you now to release the need to predict the outcome. Outcomes belong to me. Your role is presence. Your role is alignment. Your role is honoring your own becoming. When you do this, you allow what is meant for you to approach freely, without distortion. There is a version of love ahead that feels calm, not consuming. Secure, not anxious. Deep, not dramatic. You are being shaped to recognize it. Whether it arrives through this soulmate after transformation, or through a path that unfolds beyond what you currently imagine, trust that I do not lead you toward less than you deserve. The angels are reminding you that soul connections are not always about possession. Sometimes they are about awakening. Sometimes they are about teaching you your worth so clearly that you never settle for less again. Sometimes they are about showing you what love can be, even before it fully arrives. You are learning now that your value does not increase or decrease based on someone else's readiness. Your value is constant. It is inherent. It was placed within you long before this connection ever emerged. Nothing that is happening now changes that truth. As this chapter comes toward closure, I want you to breathe deeply and feel the steadiness beneath your emotions. That steadiness is me. That calm beneath the questioning is my presence. You are not alone in this process. You have never been navigating it by yourself. There will come a time when what feels confusing now will feel clear. When what feels unfinished will feel complete. When the lessons will make sense, not because they were easy, but because they were necessary. You will look back and see how much you grew, how much you learned to honor yourself, how much stronger your spirit became. Until then, walk gently with your own heart. Speak kindly to yourself. Do not rush your healing or your understanding. Everything is unfolding in the order it must. I am not late. I am not early. I am precise. The angels stand with you as you move forward, not backward. They surround you with reassurance, reminding you that love guided by truth never harms the soul. It may challenge it. It may stretch it. But it ultimately strengthens it. Trust this final truth now and carry it with you. What is meant for you will meet you in clarity. Not confusion, in mutual effort, not imbalance, in peace, not fear. You do not have to grasp or cling. You only have to remain aligned. I have spoken to you with intention. I have revealed what your heart was ready to hear. Now rest in this knowing. Let it settle. Let it guide you gently forward. Amen.